We're living in a society now whereas racism is real and it is existing in the house of God. How can you say you love God, but you can't even love your neighbor? How can you say you love God and you hate your neighbor because of his eye color, the color of his eye? How can you say you love God and you hate the man because of his skin? We stereotype one another. We judge one another off one's appearance. When society look at young black men, and especially young black men, if you got dreads or you got gold in your mouth, they look at you as being a thug or a gangster or a killer. Come on. We prejudge people and don't even know nothing about them. Just because you look a certain way, it don't mean that you are that way. But we have been taught to judge. We have been taught to stereotype one another. Come on, somebody. And that's what's going on in God's house. We don't give one another a chance. We just look at what was passed down from my great-granddaddy. And now I'm finna live by these rules. Come on. We never try to get to know the individual. But guess what? We judge them because of what we heard. All black men are angry. Come on, somebody. Oh, you better listen to me. Come on, it's real. That's just like right now if I was to say all whites is prejudice. Uh-oh, I'd be wrong. You better listen to me. I'd be wrong if I said every white man was prejudiced. I'd be wrong if I said every black man was prejudiced. You better listen to me. Come on, somebody, because I'm prejudging. Come on. But the churches are racially and spiritually divided. Let me show you how the churches are spiritually divided. Baptists can't get along with the Pentecostals. Come on. We discriminate against one another. The Methodists can't get along with the Church of God. Come on, somebody. This preacher can't sit down with this preacher because he's scared that this man might preach a little bit better than him and he's going to take his milk. We discriminate against one another also in the house of God. And we prejudge one another. And don't even know nothing about the individual, but just because they look a certain way or they carry themselves a certain way. That's the society that we live in. Come on, somebody. But the churches are racially and spiritually divided. We cannot even fellowship in God's house no more. Ain't that something? Churches can't even fellowship without having a problem with one another. Well, you shouldn't fellowship with them Baptist folks. They'll poison your mind. You shouldn't fellowship with them apostolic folk down there. That's all they talk about, baptizing in Jesus' name. Oh, come on, we listen, we judge one another. And then because of our judgment, we fall out with one another. Ain't that something? The God I serve, he told me he's a God of love.